And welcome back, my darling diamonds in the rough. I am your favorite talking stone. And today we are back with another round of daily puzzles. So why don't we just hop right on into it once I make sure it's actually open. Okay, it was not actually open. Good, good. That gives us a little bit of delay. A delay is not a terrible thing. Not a terrible thing indeed. But now we can hop right in without any delay with some Wordle. And as always, our favorite starting word is jazzy. And we get lovely A. Now I normally go plant when I have an A, and I'm going to go plant again because it's fun. And we get a P and a T. Ooh, maybe thamp would not be a word. I don't believe it's a word. It might be a word. Alright, so let's see. What can we do? Maybe spate. Maybe not spate, but spats. Or let's go some letter ATS. I don't think Wordle's usually end in an S. I think it might be a rule or something, but for the sake, we'll go here. And what's a nice little double consonant we can use? Chats! Like this! This is a chat! Isn't this fun? Chats. Oh! That's silly of me. Thankfully, I put it on hard mode. Yeah, it has to contain a P. For some reason, I thought we were putting a P in there. I guess wrong. Huh. Yeah, I think I want to do S-P-A... Spats. You know, yeah, let's just go spats then. Okay, we get an S. Ooh, S-T... Stap. Ooh. What can we do? I believe T... Yeah, T has to be the second word, so it has to be S-T-A, then either some letter P, or P some letter. Stamp. Oh, that's lovely. I do love the U.S. Postal Service, because that is the postal service I use, considering I live in the U.S. But, yeah, they provide such a great service. I hear post office workers I think they get good benefits. It's a solid job, and a very, very needed profession. We love our post office workers here at Stone Talk. And just, you know what, yeah, shout out to all post office workers. You're doing the work that we need, and it is much appreciated. Everything, the post office in general is just such an innovative thing. Well, mail in general is such an innovative thing. I remember reading about it where I think the first, maybe not the first mail thing, but the first like Amazon-esque thing where you'd order something would be like a magazine. You could find something in the magazine that you'd want, and you'd order it, and the train, when America's trains were very big, would take it to you. I'm phrasing that very poorly, but yeah, it would be just delivered by train, and yeah, that would really, I think that was the start of the US, not the USPS, but like postal mail in general. But yeah, very cool indeed, and I'm getting sidetracked. I'm trying to transition to our next game, the Mini, but I forgot to click it. Wow. I feel very energized, but I'm also at a loss because I am just yapping my trap. Okay. So, okay, good. It feels a bit bigger this time, the Mini. That's ironic, bigger Mini, but we'll roll into it. It barely fits in frame, but you know, barely fits in frame, it still fits in frame. And right now we'll start. Signature health legislation of the Obama era, or short. Let's pass on that for now. Pit of Moneyball. I'm assuming Brad? I don't really know. I think Brad Pitt's a famous actor. I'm assuming it's him. And Moneyball being a movie. Alright, 5. With 2 down. U.S. National Park that's larger than the entirety of Rhode Island. Ooh. Rhode Island. Now that's a fun little state that I know very little about. But national park. What are the national parks? I'm thinking Yosemite, but that's much larger than 5 letters and not 2 words, so we'll pass on it for now. Saharan country whose capital is Tripoli. Or I don't know. My global geography, particularly with capitals, is very lackluster. Figure of speech. Simile. Oh, it might not be simile, because I believe that might be 6 letters. Metaphor. I don't know. Baked something. A barbecue side dish. Beans. Baked beans. I'm more of a baked potato kind of guy. I love baked potatoes with a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Just delicious. It's like mashed potato. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say it's like mashed potatoes. It's just delicious. I love baked potatoes. They're just fantastic. Right. Oil-rich peninsula. That could describe a lot of peninsulas, so I don't know. C5 across. It comes after Wednesday. Thursday is not fitting in this. It comes after Wednesday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all those come after Wednesday. Well, it depends. I don't know, what do you guys think about this? Is Sunday the end of the week or the beginning of the week? Like, does the week start on Sunday? Or does it end on Sunday? Because it's the point of perspective. Personally, I think it starts on Sunday. And I also remember hearing people, like, not complain, but take note with, I think actually was, whether Sunday's the end or the beginning of the week. And it be calling a weekend. Because I think they were making the argument that Sunday's the end of the week, because that's the end of the week, and the weekends are Saturday and Sunday, because those are the last 2 days of the week. They are the end of the week. However, for me, weekend is like, I can't think of a better metaphor, but like a sausage. You know, how many ends does a sausage have? 2. There's 2 ends to a sausage, right? Both the ends where it's like tied off, cut, whatever it says. But yeah, there's the first end and the second end, and that's what weekends are to me. To me, it starts on Sunday, ends on Saturday. Sunday is the first end, and Saturday is the second end. I don't view it as the last 2 days of the week. I view it as the first end, the beginning end, and the final end, the end, I suppose. All that is to say, it comes after Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe it's Wednesday Adams? Oh! I might be spelling Adams wrong, but I think it is. Wednesday Adams. Actually, did my dad watch the show? I don't remember. I mean the original Addams Family, not the newer one, or the Wednesday show. I haven't seen it. I hear it has a pretty good reception, though. But, yeah, I've never seen the original Addams Family either. So actually, that's not true. I think I saw 10 minutes of a movie made years after the original series that was a bad movie of the Addams Family. So I can't say I haven't seen it. I just haven't seen anything good. I've seen the valley, the pits of the content rather than the peaks. But yeah, Addams Family. I assume it's double M. It might be double T instead. But we'll move on. People traditionally stand for her entrance. The bride. Yeah, I believe so. I went to a couple of weddings not too long ago. Okay, decently long ago. I believe I stood for the bride. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we definitely stand for the bride. Out of respect. Because we respect the bride and the groom and cherish this moment of happiness, which I hope will last them both forever. That was a great wedding. I got to reconnect with some family members that I haven't seen in a long time. And I think that might have been the happiest I've ever been for someone. Not the bride, the groom. The bride, don't know the bride until that moment. But the groom, I was so happy for him. I'm tearing up, but he looked just so overjoyed on that day. He is a lucky man. Sorry, I'm tearing up with that. But insincere. We don't know. Signature health legislation of the Obama era, for short. Not at the FDA, not the Food and Drug Administration. I don't know. See 5 across. National park that's bigger than Rhode Island. Ooh, yikes. We are Saharan country whose capital is... Sorry, I really don't know capitals well enough. Not foreign capitals. That's a thing. That's a thing. An idiom is a figure of speech, though. Idiom. I'm in... Do I dare tease myself with this? I am this. For not understanding. But an idiom, yes. Now, again, I'm not sure if it's double M's or if it's double D's. So it might be A-D-A-M-M for Adams, or it might be A-D-D-A-M. But I'm fairly certain that 3 down is Adams now, just because the M fits there. Saharan country, whose capital is Tripoli? I don't know. Oil-rich peninsula. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of peninsulas, and I'm fairly certain most of them have oil. I'm thinking like maybe Middle Eastern, but that is such a broad thing to say. Very broad, so I really don't know. C5 across. I don't know. Insincere. Is it like glib or something? Wow, I'm at a loss. With 2 down, national park that's larger than the entirety of Rhode Island. I don't know. And Saharan country whose capital is... Nope. Oil-rich peninsula. I might be able to grind this out if I think of it. And C5 across. And lastly, insincere. I don't know. I'm going to activate auto check. I'll concede doing the normal process. Okay, so it is double D for Adams. There we go. That might help us a bit. National park. That doesn't help enough. And Saharan country whose capital is Tripoli. Let's see. No, not that, not that. Maybe I'm just not familiar enough with just foreign countries in general. Well, granted, we have 2 letters and neither of them are the first. Oil-rich peninsula. Arabia? It is Arabia. Okay. Don't know the national park. Insincere. We don't know. Signature health legislation of the Obama era. I think it's like maybe ADA? I'm just going to guess that. No, it's not ADA. Okay. ACA. Okay. I think I've heard of that before, but not, again, too familiar. We'll look at the parks in a second. Saharan country whose capital is Tripoli. Libya. That isn't... Okay, it's not Libya. Wow, I accidentally guessed the L correctly. Well, I did say this might be glib. It is glib. I'm gonna be honest, that's one of the words that is in the dark and dusty filing cabinets of my mind. It rarely comes up, and I don't really know what it is. Oh, Grand Canyon. Oh, it is. Huh. Okay. So, yeah, it's Libya, but we just spelled it wrong because... Can I change this again? I cannot change it. Editor me, cut it from before, where I changed this M to a T and just paste it over here. Because I'm feeling a bit foolish right now. Thank you. You can laugh at my buffoonery as well. But anyway, yes, we got it done with noticeable blunders, but, that's just how it is. It's fun, it's lovely, and it's simply darling. But what else is darling is the connections, the New York Times connections, which I'm not transitioned to yet because it hasn't loaded yet. I am not on my game, and neither is my computer, but that doesn't matter. Okay, now it's loaded, so now I can transition. What else is good is... I said that way too loudly. I apologize, headphone wearers. But what else is good is the connections. Let's get started. Monster. I'm thinking monster truck or monster energy. Monster and then some word after. tarot, that most definitely has to be like a tarot card. Maybe it's like carrot, but I believe like tarot, but we replace the C, maybe add an R, but that's a stretch. We don't like it stretching it too much. So I'm thinking tarot cards. Speaking of cards, you have a library card. A library is a great place, you know. The one by me has computers, has books you can take out. Oh, it's great. And they put up public events, particularly towards children. And it's just fantastic. They do an immense amount of community service, which is inspiring. Doing things like that definitely is a benefit. And it's great to have local libraries. It's great to have all that stuff for public use. I heavily support, support your local library. Maybe reach out and volunteer. Do something. Because libraries are cool. And I think we take them for granted. But yeah, library card, tarot card, library book, library, whatever. A group. Sorry, going back to library. Also, word that some people very much mispronounce, like library. But I digress. A group, an association of people. Draconian. That's like dragon-esque. I don't really know. A debut. I'm thinking along the lines of a debut stream, or like you're introducing something new. Constellation. Oh, ooh. I remember yesterday I was gushing about the constellations. Ah, man, I really do want to stargaze though one day. And again, I really also loved Orb about the movements of the Earth. Again, I shouted it out. It's a really, really, really good show. But yeah, Constellation, that's what I'm thinking of. Constellations of the sky. Maybe the Zodiac, perchance? Like Zodiac, like I'm of course thinking the Chinese Zodiac with 12 animals, hashtag Year of the Snake. Shout out to everyone born in the Year of the Snake. Snakes are cool. That's all I got for you. But yeah, I'm thinking like the Chinese Zodiac, maybe groups of 12, a dozen. But yeah. Also, you can do the monthly. Is it monthly or? Yeah. Well, it is the 12 constellations for like your start sign. Sorry, I said that poorly. For like star sign, but not the zodiac star sign, but rather I forget what it's called. But you're a Libra, you're a Virgo, you're a Pisces, you're a Cancer, you're a Taurus. Leo, whatever. Like those constellations as well. Collection. I'm thinking along the lines of group. 7. That's a number. Yeah, that is a single-digit number. That is odd. Maybe it's probably describing a word for maybe like a movie title, like maybe 7 Stooges or something. Well, that's 3 Stooges, but I couldn't think of anything. Ballet, a beautiful dance. That's all I got. Ballet, the dancing. Hydrant, a fire hydrant. So I'm thinking of maybe associated with dogs and places to relieve themselves. Or maybe fire hydrants, a fire hydrant can be used as like a sprinkler in some movies for like children to play in water. And of course, fire hydrants, your main usage to be of access to firefighters to put out fires. Leonardo. I'm thinking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or the man of Renaissance he was named after. Leonardo da Vinci. It was Da Vinci that he's named after, right? Not some other famous Leonardo? Maybe it's Leonardo DiCaprio. But not that Leonardo the Ninja Turtle is named after DiCaprio, but maybe it could be DiCaprio. Or maybe part of the actor of the Titanic. Okay, we'll move on. A cluster, that goes along with collection and group. So I'm just thinking like an association of sorts. Psycho. Crazy, maybe American Psycho. For like, I believe that's a movie. Or is it like a film series? I don't know. But like, yeah, some word psycho. And rapport, to build a rapport with someone, to gain their friendliness and whatnot. Alright, so I think, well, let's get started. Cluster, collection, group, and what else could be? Maybe Zodiac? Zodiac's definitely a stretch, though. But the Zodiac is a collection, a group, or a cluster. But it is that. It's not a synonym for that. So let's just look a little bit more before I choose that. Belay, height, constellation, draconian. Okay, actually, let's hold off on that now. Cards. Tarot card, library card. Let's see. 7 card, ballet card, hydra card, card collection. Card collection, that's a bit of a stretch. Leonardo card, cluster card, psycho card, report card. I know report card is something, but rapport card? Like a list of how many friends you have? That would be a bit silly, but a bit fun. Alright, so I'm going to do my group guess. These 4. I'm not sold on Zodiac, but we'll find out. Of course, we're 1 away. Now, what are we... Oh, one other thing that I'd like to say. Point out. Monster and Draconian. This makes me think Beastly. Which could align with Psycho, but again, Psycho is more of a mental beastly rather than a physical beastly that Monster or Draconian is associated with. Granted, Monster could tie in with psychologicalness as well. Like, you are a monster, you are a psycho. For someone, let's say, who does sock, shoe, instead of sock, shoe, shoe. And if you do sock, shoe, I apologize for calling you out. That's a weird thing. I just wanted to name a basis, and it's the first thing that came to mind. You are valid. You are respected. You can do what you want. As long as you're happy and your feet are healthy and ready to go. As long as you're putting on socks and shoes, you got it, dude. And dudettes. And, yeah. You are valid in the way that you put on your socks and shoes. But what is the last word for inhumane? Inhumane. And I see nothing that says that. So I'm going to pass on it for now. Again, let's go cards again. Group card. No. Collection 7 card. Ballet card. I will pass on that for now. Sorry. These 3. Again, technically, it could be this. Like group, collection, cluster. But instead, replace one of them with like Zodiac, but it's gotta be group, cluster, and collection. This is an arrangement, an assortment. This is like a team. Maybe Tarot has a secret second meaning. I'm leaning 7. Collection, a cluster, a group, 7. No, that's very rough. That is very rough. I'm going to send it anyway, but that is rough. 1 away. And I highly doubt it's Zodiac and 7. So a group, a collection, a cluster, a rapport. I believe that can be multiple people. I can't. Okay. We are in danger of losing everything. Allow us to try. Alright, Psycho. And technically it could be Zodiac's... No, it can't be Zodiac 7 report and one of the 3. It can't do that. Right. So, let's start from the bottom. A group, collection, a cluster, a rapport, no. A Psycho, no. Leonardo, no. 7, we tried. Ballet. No. A hydrant, I don't think so. A group, a constellation. That, I'm leaning constellation. Very rough, but I'm leaning it. A debut. No. Draconian, Monster, Tarot, Library. Library is the only other thing I could see it being. But, you know, believe in the heart of the cards. We will guess this, and we will take our win or loss with pride. And we took our win. A bunch, a group, and that's what we got. Alright, and let's go Mystic. I think Zodiac and now Tarot are together. These are... your card, like, Tarot, you choose 3 cards. They represent you. They give you your sign, I suppose. Same with Zodiac, whether you're the year of the ox or the year of the rats. It's your sign, it's a part of you. Nope, that's a very big stretch, but because objectively, the year you were born, it does define you in a way. Like, I'm not a 50s kid. I will never know what they went through that made them into the people they were of that time. Not a 50s kid. But, it doesn't define you, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you being born in the year of the ox does not define everything about you. Which is obvious, but I don't know why I said it. But anyway, we digress. Tarot and Zodiac, these are like, maybe something like a fortune teller would use. Fortune teller, that's the aura I'm getting. Aura, rapport, psycho, library, Leonardo. No? I cannot. Maybe draconian and monster we can build something around. Again, psycho is crazy, but inhumane in a different way. So I'm not leaning towards that. Maybe cards, like tarot card, library card. Psycho card, report. No, Leonardo card, 7 card. Wow, we are really struggling on this. Huh. What could we possibly do? Debut is to introduce. What else means to introduce or something like that? Or maybe like a debut stream. Any other streams we have? No? Draconian and monster. I don't think we have. Tarot and Zodiac. I don't know. Maybe it's like report instead of rapport. Like different pronunciation. That means a different thing. Anything else? Ballots instead of ballet. Report. Ballots. Library. Oh, these are misspoken words. I think that's a starting point. Leonardo? No, that's not even... I apologize to everyone named Leonardo. I was trying to intentionally butcher it, but I still feel terrible. I was trying to intentionally what was I even saying? Tried to intentionally flub it just to, see if it fit, and it doesn't fit, and I'm very sorry about that. Psycho, Psycho, that's, no one says Psycho. Rappert, Ballot, Library, or Library, sorry. 7, Tarot, Draconian, Debut, maybe Debut, Hydrant. No, I would lean debut, but let's try to see if we can get any... I'm just going to send it. Let's go. That, and that. Okay. Let's see. Ending with a silent T. Ballet, debut, rapport. Isn't that report? Oh, maybe oh, wow, I was butchering it. Tarot. The tarot? Is it really a tarot? I guess it is a tarot card, but I just hear everyone call them a tarot card. Is it not tarot? Well, either I've been like, what's the word? Mandela affected my entire life, or it's like tarot. Is it? I feel like tarot is what it's commonly called. Huh. I did not know it has a silent T. Maybe, editor me, fact check this. Because I want to learn that I'm wrong. But yeah, that's surprising. I wouldn't have guessed it. And report, I was calling it report. But rapport, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I still call it report. Even if it's wrong, I suppose. Serial killer movies. Monster, Psycho, 7, Zodiac. Okay. Psycho and Zodiac, I'm aware that they are serial killer movies. Never. I'm completely unaware of Seven and Monster. And starting with constellations, Draco for Draconian, Hydra for Hydrant, Leo for Leonardo, Libra for Lyra. Okay. I'm not too familiar with the constellations. I was thinking, the 12... Was Hydra one of the 12, seasonal ones? I don't believe it is. Actually, it might be. It probably is. And Draco? Huh. Yeah, I believe Draco is a summer constellation, if my Beyblade knowledge is up to date. Man, I remember that last season of Beyblade Metal Fury with Ryuga, and... Oh man, Ryuga was such a well-written villain. Editor me is just flashing pictures of him, or no, a picture of him on the screen. Man, he's so good. No, is he a villain? Is he an anti-hero? He is just a really well-written character. I love him. 10 out of 10. Would be a antagonist in my show or series or whatever. But he's just great. We love Ryuga. And I'm going to move on. Well, sorry, I'm not going to move on. This isn't the end of the stream. Oh, no. As always, we have one more treat, one more itty-bitty little puzzle for us to undertake. And today's puzzle is none other than Phrasle, a game where we have to guess the phrase. Now, this is sort of, how do you say, like Hangman, where we have it basically is Hangman, if I'm being completely honest, except we know it's a phrase. We have 4 guesses to basically guess the phrase. And we'll guess a letter, like let's say E, for example. I can't type E. I have to click E. E. And there's an E there, and we still have 4 misses left. And basically, misses are whenever we miss, we miss. Maybe, well, I was going to say, if it's 4 letters, cats in the cradle. Oh, cats in the cradle would be a good guess. Unfortunately, this is 5 letters, not 4 to start. I love, what is it? Cats in the Cradle. That's a song that's on my sad song playlist. Whenever I want to feel sad, I put on that playlist and listen to that song. And it's a great song. I love it. It does make me cry, though. And sometimes I want to cry. Sometimes it's okay to cry. And you just want to feel stuff. You just want to feel emotion. And that's a 10 out of 10 song if you want to do that. If you don't want to do that, maybe choose a different song. But yeah, I suppose I do have a playlist of songs that make me want to cry. But I like it. Only I'll bring it out on special occasions where you feel you want to just get something out. I think that's healthy, right? Crying every now and again. But I digress. 4 misses left. And a lot of words, which means there's probably a lot of vowels. So let's try A. Oh, vowels count as 2 misses. I forgot. Shoot. Alright. I'm decently confident this word is the. So let's try T. There we go. I think that's a free H. Sorry, I forgot. I read the rules once. Don't know where they were. I think I might have X'd out of them on accident. Oh wait, no, they're on the bottom, aren't they? Goal is to discover all the blah blah blah. New puzzle. Yep. Incorrect vowels count as 2 misses. And based on and the allowed misses per puzzle is based on the number of unique letters in the solution. Okay. So basically, we're not guessing any more vowels until maybe our last guess, until we get something wrong. So, the most common consonant in any word is R. However, let's take a look at the second word. It's only 2 letters. So let's think of words. It could be on, it could be no, it could be in. It can't be 2 because we already used the T. So it has to pretty much be either I, O. Well, technically, it could be my. But I don't think it's my because imagine it like this. Something... My, the blank? My doesn't make sense. My doesn't make sense. So maybe it's like On the rocks, R-O-C-K-S? No. Well, maybe it's on the blank or in the blank. So, I think N is a safe guess. Now it's either I or O, and basically that would be a 50-50. And if we guess wrong, we get both these misses gone. So, I don't want to do that. Though, even technically, it could be both in and on. Well, sorry, I and O in this puzzle. Right. So what's a comfortable guess? Something, let's say in the something. What's a common phrase? Pain in the butt, unfortunately, does not coincide with this at all. I think R is a good guess. R. Alright, I'm gonna assume that this last word starts with a consonant. Just because I like the consonant R train. And what are consonants that we haven't used yet? PR, maybe prawns. I don't know what would be in or on the prawns, but maybe prawns, for example. DR. I can't think of something that starts with the DR, but so P and D are on my radar. Same with F and G. K, maybe, and B. So that's a lot of letters it could be. Now let's think of the most popular consonants words. R, T, is it N, S, L, C? We have N, so I'm think maybe S we can do? L or C? We have to really think about this. Or maybe, well, I don't want to send it with O just because we might be wrong. I think, do we send with C? No, I think S or C. I want to use one of them. I'm going to start with S. There we go. Is it blank on the blank or is it blank in the blank? That's a big question that I don't know. And frankly, it could be both vowels, but considering we have two guesses left, or two misses left, and vowels count as two, I want to use my consonant. Now, what could this first letter be? A lot of things. A lot of things. It also could technically be a U in here. Could, but we don't want to use consonants right now. Oh, sorry, we do want to use consonants right now. What could we do? Huh. Prawn. I don't know why I have prawns on the mind. I don't even like... Well, I was going to say seafood in general, but prawns are more like... Are they more crustaceans? They're basically... Are they freshwater shrimp? I don't really know. But a lot of seafood like that has got me weirded out. I don't like fish as in general, but... Just other areas of seafood, not my cup of tea. For some reason... Not for some reason. For a lot of reason... The concept of eating like a shrimp, a lobster, or a crab, and I apologize if you like this, you want to tune this out, maybe just skip a little bit ahead, but those feel like eating bugs to me, and I don't like that. Makes me... They are close in genus, family, or whatever, and it just feels like that, and it mentally checks me out. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know the flavor, but I just get so irked by it. I can't will myself to eat like prawns and stuff like that. Octopus. Would I eat octopus? Okay, that's iffy on me. Octopus and squid. That's like more so the texture, I'd say, because I feel it's something that I feel is like not stringier, but like tougher. And I don't like that, and I just don't like fish in general. Seafood is not me food. For lack of a better joke. Let's see. S. Maybe L or C. What do we want to use? I don't think L, so I'm gonna try C. I don't know what this is. Maybe we try O, like blank on the... We essentially have a 50-50 because I am terrible at recalling phrases right when we need to. But do we believe in the heart of the cards? And it could be both. It could be both. I'm leaning O. I'm going to send O. Oh. That was a great guess. Alright. Now let's think about this. Boots. Like, that would be my first guess. Boots. But what else could it be? Woots. I feel like people don't say woots. They say woo and woos, but not woots. Let's see. Doots. Doots is... I don't even know. Doots might be a real word, but it's more of a stage of mind. But doots... It can't be hoots. We already used the H. Goots. Coots. We already used the C. Loots. Loots. Yeah, not loots. Though loots are good if you're in a D&D session. You always want to get the loots after a nice boss raid or you're in a room in a dungeon. Moots on the... So I do think it's B. I think it's boots on the something. I'm leaning boots on the... Well, what could it start with? Let's see, P. Boots on the pro something? Boots on the DRO? I don't know this phrase. Oh man, that's even worse. If it was just me being like aloof and such, I'd be content with the loss. But if I don't know the phrase, that's a heart-wrenching, knife-turning little gizmo. Alright, so let's try no, I don't know. Crown. Or maybe it's like, well, it's not crown because we already used the C. Boots on the Browns? Is that a phrase? I'm believing in B. That's my heart of the cards. I'm gonna send it. Alright, I was right on the first one. It's not boots on the Browns though. So what could it be? Boots on the something. Boots on the ground! You silly? Boots on the ground. Oh, and it gives us the little thing. Very clutch, though. Oh, so this was just me being aloof, not something I didn't know. Granted, I'm not too familiar or antiquated with this phrase, so let's read what it is. Originated in military context and is used to describe the physical presence of soldiers in a conflict zone. It emphasizes the importance of having personnel deployed in a location rather than relying solely on airstrikes, naval power, and other forms of remote warfare. The phrase conveys the idea that true control or influence over a region often requires a direct on-the-ground engagement. So it's basically like anti-work from home. Just be there in person. Boots on the ground. Ah, that's nice. Just be there in person. That's a fun little saying. I think I'll keep it in my memory more so. Boots on the ground. Here we are. But here we go. That was our fourth and final puzzle of the night. I hope you all enjoyed. It was fun. It was educational and a bit nervous. I was definitely on, not the edge of my seat, because I don't like to be on the edge of my seat. I don't like slouching. I've been trying to get better posture, and slouching definitely does not help that. So I've been leaning back on the back of my seat, but still nervous. Still nervous indeed. Being pushed to the limits like that. Believing in luck. Is it a saying? I forget if I like this, or I kind of like Frankenstein this together, or if I've heard it somewhere. I think I Frankenstein this saying, but something I believe in is that I feel you should live in a way where fortune favors you. Do things where you can get lucky. Because to me, for instance, I guess a good example of that be, instead of randomly guessing, try to limit your options, and then when you guess, your chance of success is higher. Luck is more, or in other words, luck is more more likely to smile upon you. And I try to do that in my life. Just do things where maybe the chance of success is increased, whether it's like in basketball. I like to play basketball in my spare time. I don't really take too many jump shots. I'd rather go to the rim or maybe just pass out because I don't like missing. Does anyone like missing? There's no more unsatisfying feeling than ending a game on a missed shot of yours. There's nothing more unsatisfying than that. So I like to just be close to the rim and put it in hoop, put the ball in the net. That's great. We like the chances of high success. That's the biggest example I can do. Though, I will say, and yeah, I will sound uncouth while saying this, but the mid-range, the statistically lowest value shot in basketball, the mid-range shot, specifically like the off-the-dribble, fadeaway, acrobatic mid-range shot, that is something that is the sexiest shot in basketball. Oh man, just the mid-range fadeaway off the dribble. It's just, Kobe Bryant made an empire off of that. Oh man, that was just, it's just the sexiest shot in basketball. It's the most visually appealing shot in my opinion. And it's just great. Even if it's the proven worst shot to possibly take in terms of points on return and whatnot. It's the worst shot, but wow, isn't it the prettiest? But yes, live in a way where fortune favors you. That is something I try to do in my everyday life. Just do things where luck can smile upon me. And I'd like to apply it to more in my life, but I think it's a good way to live. Sorry for the tangent while I'm ending the stream. But, you know, we were talking about phrases, and that's one that I think I came up with it. You know, editor me, look it up online, make sure I didn't seal it on accident, because I don't believe I did, but you never know. But yes, we are concluding the stream, well, not stream, the video, sorry, shortly. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. It's very nice to pop into like YouTube and I'm about to post another video and just see that there's like a pretty big reception in terms of whether it's a viewers number, whether it's like engagement. It's just very nice to see that because I just like yapping into the void. So to see people enjoy that makes my heart flutter. So, as always, thank you all for watching, and have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya!